ego because that's hard, is to build a healthier ego. So practically, like, you know, and the two will kind of go hand in hand almost, right? So as we look at especially like the Samskar exercise, we kind of talk about, okay, when this triggers, like, how do you see yourself? So seeing yourself in a different way is easier than not seeing yourself at all. So you don't have to develop a positive ego first, but it is easier to move from a negative ego to a positive ego than it is to move from like a negative ego to no ego. Or arguably it's just, I mean, it's not easier, but practically that's how it works out. There's weird subtleties to that. The question doesn't really translate. But like, so if you kind of think about it, right? So if I have some aspect of my ahamkar that is negative, and I were to transform that into something that is more positive, that'll help me more in the short term than dissolving my whole ego, which is like a weird, it takes a while. Is being judgmental also related to the ego? Okay, so judgment can be related to the ego. So let's just use one quick example to illustrate, okay? So someone asked the question, what about judgment? So let's just use one last example to illustrate. So remember that the manas and the buddhi are here. And the manas makes judgments. And even then, so this is why I like Sanskrit, because what do you mean by judgment? There's two kinds of judgments. There is a logical conclusion, and there is a reaction. These are both judgments. So what do we mean by this? Right? So if I'm walking down the street and I see someone's face and I'm like, fuck this guy's face, this is a manas reaction. There's no like logic to it, right? I dislike that guy. There's a judgment. This guy has a terrible face. This person sucks. And then I can also make a judgment from the buddhi. Let's say I have a friend in my friend group who is very drama-oriented, narcissistic, whatever. And then I like logically conclude from a calm mind that hanging out with this person is a mistake. Both of these are judgments, but they come from different parts of the mind. Now, the role of a ahamkar in this is, remember that a ahamkar can influence both of these. And so if we sort of look at, okay, like this friend in my friend group is toxic, that thought can come naturally from buddhi and be conducive with reality, or it can come from a ahamkar. And this person in my friend group is someone I am jealous of, but I'm not aware that I am jealous of them. Therefore, my ahamkara has to tear them down to make myself feel better. So I'm going to call them toxic, and I'm going to try to remove them from the friend group. Do y'all see how, like, it's bizarre? Like, you can come to the same conclusion depending on how the mind functions. So it's almost like saying, okay, like, if I have a math equation that equals 5, what's over here? Well, we could have 1 plus 4. We could also have 2 plus 2 plus 1. We could also have 1 times 5. There are